Now let's begin. A three-judge bench is this afternoon expected to deliver a ruling on whether they will disqualify themselves or proceed with a case challenging orders blocking the appointment of Kithure Kindiki as the deputy president. Justices Eric Ogolla, Anthony Murima and Fred Mugambi set the date after parties on Tuesday submitted extensively on the manner in which they were appointed to hear the case. Now, impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, through his team of advocates led by Senior Counsel Paul Mwite, argued that the only person who can impanel a bench is the Chief Justice. Let's now join our reporter Kagonye, who's joining us live from the court. Kagonye, good afternoon. Talk to us about how we got to this point and what we should expect going forward.
Actually, we are coming to you live from the Milimani Law Courts, where today a three-judge bench is expected to deliver a ruling in the case challenging the impeachment of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and the three-judge bench is comprised of Eric Ogolla, Dr. Frida Mugambi, and Anthony Chao Mrima. Now today, they are delivering a ruling that challenged the empanelment of the three judges, and the empanelment was done by Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu, and this is one of the issues that was very contentious yesterday. We were here yesterday from 11 a.m. up until 7 p.m. When they retreated and said that they will deliver a ruling today. I am joined by lawyer Danstan Omari, who will help us answer those questions. And for starters, Wakili, thank you very much for joining us here at KTN. For starters, today at 3:30 p.m. we are expecting a ruling.
Yes.
What are the likely scenarios from the ruling?
Well, the ruling is purely a question of law, whether the Deputy Chief Justice has jurisdiction to empanel the bench. Our position from Gachagua's side is that she doesn't have. The position of the speakers and the state is that she has. The outcome has far-reaching ramifications. If Gachagua and his team succeed, then the bench that is proceeding must down its tools. That is how this matter is. If the team of the state succeeds, then the next thing will be that Gachagua has lost, that the bench is completely empaneled lawfully. The way forward, it is a cliffhanger. The second issue that will come on our side, the moment if we lose that petition, remember, the decision of the court is not final. There are three options. If Gachagua loses, we can ask for stay so that we appeal to the Court of Appeal. Over that question, we have a right to appeal. The state equally has a right to appeal to the Court of Appeal. And that simple question can still move up to the Supreme Court. These are preliminaries. The second issue, after the decision, we are saying the panel sat on a Saturday. That is already an application that is there to recuse the panel, the bench to recuse itself on two grounds. One, it sat on Saturday. Two, the lawyers were not present. Three, notice was not given. Fourth, Saturday is odd hours. That question is we are moving to ask the court to recuse itself. So still these are pending preliminary matters. And the journey looks that it will take long. As I said yesterday on KTN News, that out of the technicalities and the legal procedures and precedents set in court, Gachagua is likely to be in office up to 2027, pending the outcome of the Supreme Court.
So thank you very much for having us, for talking to us and for enlightening us on what to expect from the bench.
And remember, our petition, some of the petitions that we filed have not been listened to. We wrote a complete letter to the CJ in the morning saying we need those petitions that were selectively left out to be brought before the court so that this court deals with them. We expect feedback when we appear at 3:30, that position. 4, there are other issues preliminary to this matter. Remember, Senior Counsel Dr. Hamino raised a question. Where are we running to? Why are we turning this thing a Simon Makonde issue? Why are we doing Safari Rally the way it was done in Safari Rally in National Assembly, Safari Rally in the Senate, Safari Rally in court? What is the urgency about this matter? But my take as a citizen, I urge the country to be calm. I urge every citizen of this country to be patriotic and allow the Constitution to take place. There were those who were advising that the courts have no jurisdiction to interfere with the Senate, to interfere with the National Assembly. Now they have learned the law properly that there is no tribunal in this country that can sit and exclude the jurisdiction of the High Court, the jurisdiction of the Court of Appeal, and the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, and including the East African Court of Justice in Arusha.
Thank you very much, Mr. Omari, for your
Thank you.
time. So, actually, that is lawyer Danson Omari, who's part of DP Gachagua's legal team. And how we got to where we are, just to answer your question, is when this process began, a number of cases, that is the impeachment process at the National Assembly, and then before it went to the Senate, a number of cases were filed seeking to stop the impeachment process. These cases are more than 20, and the orders that were sought is to stop that whole process. But the Deputy President's side did not secure the orders that they were looking for. And the same bench sat last week, and one of the cases that had been brought before them because Justice Bahati Mwamuye, after receiving the application for the orders seeking to stop the impeachment process, forwarded the file to the Chief Justice for empanelment. And the 3 judges that we've mentioned, that is Eric Ogola, Frida Mugambi, and Anthony Chao Mrima, sat and did not grant Gachagua the orders that he sought. And they said tomorrow as the mentioned date for the cases. Now, after Gachagua was impeached on Friday, they filed other cases, some in Kerugoya, at the Kerugoya High Court, some here at Milimani. Among the cases at the Kerugoya that were brought here have been, the case number now is E013 and then E014, E015, which are already here, and the 3 cases are now before the 3-judge bench, and they have been converted to become petition numbers E565 of 2024. Now, among the orders that came from Kerugoya, the Kerugoya High Court was one that was barring Interior CS Professor Kithure Kindiki from being sworn in as the Deputy President. And after the orders came, the AG and then the lawyers representing the speakers of both the National Assembly and Senate, and then the lawyers representing the Senate and the National Assembly, as well as President William Ruto and Kithure Kindiki, that is the Interior CS, they went again before the High Court and they sought to have some of those orders that had barred the swearing in of Kithure Kindiki to be varied, and that's why the bench sat on a Saturday. Now, that was the bench, why the bench sat on a Saturday, and among the many things that was an issue of contention was the empanelment of this bench, which was done by the DCJ, that is Philomena Mwilu. So today, that is the ruling that we are expecting. Whether the judges will find it fit to hear these cases all, they will recuse themselves. Ashley.
All right, thank you so much, Fred Kagonye, for that.